What's up, guys? This is Angry Ragtimer here, and welcome to another Railroader mod showcase. Today we have the brand new beta version of the General Electric U30B locomotive, which is found on Nexus Mods. The link for that is down in the video description for you to check out. And it just dropped. It's still being made, so it's still very much a work in progress, but we're going to take a look at it here and see what it can do. And let's quickly hop in here with our little guy. So as we climb up, I don't know if we can climb up and in. They did say this is very much a beta, and it looks like there is no cab just yet. So no cab look, but the outside's pretty. I'll give it that. Per Wikipedia, which of course is the voice of everything, the U30B, I've heard it's nicknamed as a U-boat, was a diesel-electric motor loader produced by GE Transportation between 1966 and 1975. It's a further development of the U28B, which with a 3,000 horsepower, 16-cylinder prime mover, and it was a big competitor with the EMT GP40 and the Alco Century 430. So a number of railroads seem to have this one. Everyone from the Atlantic Coastline, Chesapeake and Ohio, CB&Q, Illinois Central, Louisville and Nashville, Norfolk and Western, New York Central, Seaboard, Western Pacific. There's a couple others in there. It looks like there's at least one still existing now at number 3051 at the Western Pacific Railroad Museum in Portola, California. So there's at least one of these still around. But since we have it here, we're going to go ahead and test it out, see what it could do. We're currently up at Alarka. If you joined us this past weekend on the date of this recording, you'll know that we did some playing on stream to showcase a few new mods and the brand new Angry Ragtimer mod pack. And when we had ended that stream, we had basically gotten up here to Alarka, and we dropped off a bunch of cars that need to be delivered. And we have actually sent the regular passenger train off, or not the freight train off. So we're going to use this to do our switching up here. So we'll take a quick look. Obviously, usual sort of stuff that it'll have. It does have, of course, your lights. It has your number boards. You can customize it. And you do need to have, I believe, the Alco RS1 and the GP38 mods, which are also on Nexus Mods available. So you can obviously choose the color of the text, the horn, couple the couple if you need to, road name, road number. Offhand, seems to be a pretty decent beta in the works. So, it looks like good graphics. Things look pretty smooth. And this was actually uploaded to Nexus by a person named ETAP06. So, ETAP06, thank you for adding this to the game. All right, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and start delivering. So half of this train is for our mining stuff, which is up on the hill, and half of it's for our new chemical plant mod, which is over there. So we're going to go ahead, a couple up, and get some air built, and then let's go ahead and get this going, shall we? Alrighty. And it does have some awesome custom sounds. I believe it's using the sounds from the GP38 mod, which is an incredible mod by Meeman that you should all go and check out. In fact, I'm going to turn the horn off so you can hear a little bit of it. It's a nice sounding engine. Alrighty, so we have a couple of different things. We have our chemical plant, which is a mod that's again up on Nexus, and we have the Alarka loop. And we also have the expansion of the Alarka stuff. Again, all of this is in the Angry Ragtimer mod pack that just dropped that features the line between Bryson and Andrews with a bunch of different mods. So that is up on the Ragtimer Discord. The link for the Ragtimer Discord is in the video description. So again, go check that out. Just join the Discord, and then we have a thing called Railroader in there, and then you can check out the mod pack for your download. So I think the easiest thing for this is going to be just to drop off those tank cars over here. Let's see how much power this thing. If we just put it in notch 8, let's see how quickly this thing can go here. And it seems to be humming itself pretty nicely. And obviously with 3,000 horsepower, this little train is nothing to it. So I'm going to back off on that. That way we don't immediately derail on these switches coming in. So let's go ahead, get these set up here. I do really look forward to doing more with this chemical plant. Should be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead. We're in the unloading zone. Non-prototypical, almost dumping the air, but you know, have to do what we do. And then let's go ahead and get this last boxcar delivered. Make sure we have some handbrakes on in here, because this is a bit of a grade on the loop, and just everything up near Alarka seems to be on a grade. So now we got a couple of handbrakes on. Go ahead, bring this back. And then this is going back on that last little stub. So go ahead and slow down. Put a 20-pound set on there. Now the question is, should we kick that car in? I think we should. So without further ado, release the brakes. Switches are aligned. And let's put this in notch 5. Okay. Actually going to slow us down just a hair. Alrighty. And off you go. Alrighty, let's just make sure that this goes where it's supposed to. And it is lined to the correct machining place. Oh, and we have a passenger train running apparently, so that's good. Forgot that that was going here, but glad to know it's doing the thing. Just go ahead and have this roll right on in. That is smooth. That's smooth. We had just the right speed to do this. Love it. Okay. Put the handbrake on. Came to a stop where we wanted it. Fantastic. And here you go. All right, back to our engine. And let's just start rolling backwards here. Now, this mod does come with custom sounds, lots of pulling power, the front and rear lights. And as the mod maker notes in here, it smokes like a General Electric. So you can definitely see the smoke plumes coming out of this one here. And it'll be interesting to see how they develop this further. I wonder, now that that Beeman has proved with the GP38 mod that you can do really like crazy customization, if they'll find a way to do that for everything else. But at least in the meanwhile, we'll enjoy this for what it is. So we have stuff that's going to Copper Mine 1 and Copper Mine 2. So we'll just go ahead, couple up, and then we'll just shove these up the hill. That way we don't have to do any runarounds down here at least. But yeah, I mean, offhand, just looking at it, seems to be a good work-in-progress mod. Again, the link for it is down in the video description if you'd like to go check it out. Let's just continue, though, and switch out some stuff with it here. And see what we can do. I still have yet to figure out where we'll use this on the railroad. I know we already have a couple of Jeeps and a couple other things. We did move the D10, which we've featured in stream, up here as well. So the D10's kind of the branch line steam engine here. So we can use that up here at Alarka. But, you know, when you have a new diesel locomotive, you gotta test it out. So, alrighty. Go ahead, couple up, get the brakes off. And you know what? Let's try climbing aboard on the front here, just to get a bit of an engineer's point of view. It's not quite perfect. Looks like there's stuff that also needs to be done with the steps, but let's go. We're also using the Norfolk and Western mods that have the little steam in the steam era, I should say, hoppers on it. So that is pretty nice. And yeah, there we go. Now we have a little bit more of a view as we go down the tracks. And we can also hear the air pumps doing their thing. Let's give this a little more juice. We are heading up the hill. Our first stop is Alarka Mines 1, which has a little bit of expansion there, so we'll get there momentarily. Alrighty, as we come up to Copper Mine 1, we're going to go ahead and drop off some of the cars on this runaround track because all of the 1 cars are closer to our engine, so we're going to go ahead and drop off the ones for mine number 2. So just kind of slowly and cautiously get our engine and cars up on this passing track. And now that we're here, we can go ahead, put a 20-pound set on, bring these to a halt, get that uncoupled, and for good measure, we might as well put a handbrake or 2 on just to make sure they don't go anywhere. But we've got a couple of hoppers here. We have a parts car, so let's go ahead, just nice and slowly come to a stop right by the switch. It is fun when you're working on a grate. I think we're on like a 2 or something grate here. What is it? It is a, 1.8, about 2. So we're going to go ahead and drop the parts car off here on the right in a little stub track. And then the rest of the cars will just be able to drop off right over here and they'll be able to get loaded. I do hope in the future that some of the mod makers will put some buildings, even like some other stuff up there. If you've seen Rex's Birdtown mod, he did some custom buildings for things and turned out really nicely. So maybe other people will take some inspiration from that and do some things. So would be just my own suggestion for the future, but otherwise, game's still early access and doing its thing. Go ahead, uncouple. We've made some money off of that first delivery. All right, engine, do your worst. As we just barely creep out of here and backwards, and we're immediately picking up speed because of the grade. And you know what? Let's just hop off and throw the switch ourselves. Why not? Let's actually do some of the work here. All right, 1 car left. And, oh, come on. I need you to clear that switch by just like a fraction. Just by a fraction. That's what I said. There we go. Alrighty, well, with our air rebuilt, let's hop on board. And then we're just going to go ahead and head straight back to our drop-off point for these cars. Alrighty. And back here, I think all of these cars are pretty much any of these tracks. Those switches do look a little sharp, but we'll cross that bridge as we get to it. Why not? So nice and gently. Go ahead and get these hoppers back here. All right, come on, a little further, a little further. Keep a little more beans. Alrighty. Alrighty, so those are delivered. Let's go ahead and drop these off. And let's go ahead and make sure that we got handbrakes on up here. Perfect. And because we have to shove up to the next mine, we're going to go ahead, just roll back, and using the power of magic and telekinesis, we're going to go ahead and back onto this end of the train to better shove it up the hill. So let's just quickly back on up here. I do like the addition of this one track. It does seem to help quite a bit. And there she is, the U30B. Okay. Go ahead, hop back on. Yeah, it looks like this mod does have a little bit more work to do. Yeah, it needs some more work. Okay. Fine, I see how it is, engine. You don't want us to ride on you, so we're just going to do that. Completely prototypical, accurate railroading, right? Okay. Nice and gently to couple on up. Alrighty. Let's quickly take a nice little shot of this too while we're here. Beautiful. And using the power of magic again, we'll go ahead and get our air hoses connected, and let's get those couple of handbrakes we set off. And it's time to head up the hill to the next mine. So let's go. You don't want to go too fast. I think there's a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit on this stuff, but I guess we'll find out as we go here, shall we? And just to make our lives easier, we're going to go ahead and throw that for the switchback. Oh, did they change where some stuff is? No, I'm going to be on the right end. I'm on the right end. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're excellent, actually. We're even better than excellent. Come on, nice and gently. Alright, our switches are set. We only need a light push because now we're just heading upgrade. And you can hear how much we're squealing on the flanges there. Eek. Alrighty, now with the train on the grade, let's let this puppy do what she needs to do best. Alright, so we have reached the second mine here at Alarka. And this one has a little bit of a different, funkier setup. So the boxcar has to move there. But our three hoppers, we just drop here on this track. So let's go ahead, get these moved over. With the mighty U30B doing its thing. Okay. And this is a fairly long track to drop on, so all we really need to do is just make sure we clear the switch. And that doesn't seem to be too hard to do. So we'll go ahead, bring this cut to a stop. Alrighty. Get some handbrakes on there. And let's roll over the crossover here and take care of the final car. Alrighty. Once again, bring her to a stop. I said bring her to a stop. Please, engineer. And why not? Pushing a notch 8. Really have it work. Yeah. All right, come on, nice and gentle. Get into where we want. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. So this was a bit of a brief look of using the brand new GE U30B engine mod in Railroader. Again, the link to this mod is down in the video description. And if you want to play on the map with all the different engines and mods and stuff that we have, please check out the Angry Ragtimer mod pack for Bryce and the Andrews, which just dropped a few days ago. That is in our Discord. Again, that is in the video description for you to check out. If you like this content and want to see more little shorter videos that have some showcases of mods, please like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in a comment down below what you guys think. And a huge thank you to all of our channel members who help make all of what we're doing here possible. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care.